41-year-old border security force man Vinod Kumar from Rohtak, Haryana on Sunday made India proud when he won a bronze medal in discus throw at the Tokyo Paralympics. Competing in the F52 category, which is for athletes who compete in a seated position, his best throw of 19.91 meters set an Asian record and placed him third behind athletes from Poland and Croatia. The President, Vice President and Prime Minister all congratulated Kumar on his victory. However, soon after the event, and after Kumar had already celebrated what for many athletes is the crowning moment of their careers, an Olympic medal, the result was placed under review. The next day, he was found ineligible for the F52 category by a competition panel, and his bronze medal was taken away. It's hard not to feel for the talented Jawan. He lost the use of his legs after injuring himself when he fell off a cliff in Leh Ladakh while training with the BSF. He was bedridden for a decade, a period in which he lost both of his parents, but a chance encounter with a Paralympic trainer led to him taking up sports, and he began training with the Sports Authority of India. Since 2019, he has been participating in the F52 category. So what went wrong? By and large, most Olympic athletes who have had their medals stripped have suffered this fate due to cheating. Doping, for example, has cost Russia 43 Olympic medals. In Kumar's case, his loss was simply due to miscategorization. He was placed in the wrong event. But why was this identified only after the event had already taken place? The answer lies in protocol. It's about classification. Why does the IPC classify athletes? According to the IPC's website, the aim of classification is to minimize the impact of impairment and make it such that sporting excellence is what determines whether an athlete is successful or not. To put it simply, an athlete being less impaired than their competitors should not be the reason they end up winning. It should boil down to a game of skill. The impairments considered for the F52 category include limb deficiency, leg length differences, impaired muscle power, or impaired range of movement. Normally, ensuring that athletes are classified prior to competing is crucial to ensuring the integrity and credibility of the competition. In fact, at the 2016 Rio Games, the IPC had a zero classification at the Games policy. Athletes had to be classified before the events could begin, mostly in the host village. But since the COVID-19 pandemic affected many countries' ability to classify para-athletes, the IPC suspended this policy and allowed athletes to be graded at the venue itself. The reality is that for many sports, classification and competition opportunities remain limited, while for others, the disruption caused by the pandemic has had a significant impact on athletes' ability to attend classification before the Games. This decision to provide classification opportunities at the Tokyo 2020 Paralympic Games has not been taken lightly by the IPC, bearing in mind the potential impact on athletes who may change class or be found non-eligible at such a late stage. Indian Paralympic Committee President Deepa Malik told The Week that Kumar was participating in the classification not completed category. In this criteria, the review continues even as the competition takes place after initial review pre-competition. They observe muscle activity, biomechanics, go over videos of his competition, and etc. It was thus found that Vinod's body was responding to exercise and his body movement was better. Malik denied that any injustice was done to Vinod. He was disappointed. That is why we stress on the mental side of an athlete's preparation. We were checking on him right through the night. I think there was a misunderstanding on his part when he celebrated winning the medal. He was not aware that playing in the CNC category is not confirmed participation. Malik said Vinod had accepted the result. That is why I want to ensure that there is some reward for participation too for para-athletes. He participated, but he was not disqualified. He has given 1.5 years of his life, body and soul to prepare for these games. There should be acknowledgement of it. Kumar was not alone. He was among 52 other Indian para-athletes who were placed under review. But for now, he is the only one to have lost out on his medal after winning one. Regardless of this result, the whole country is proud of Vinod and cheers for him.